A CASA is a court-appointed special advocate, and a CASA is a trained volunteer who advocates on behalf of abused or neglected children in the court system.
The children to whom CASAs are appointed are all children who have suffered abuse and neglect to some extent. And usually it's a pretty severe extent because it has risen to the level that they're not safe in their own homes. And once they enter the system, the unfortunate nature of the system is a bit tumultuous. What we're doing, I think, as a society is asking a system to be a parent to a child, and that's an impossible role for a system to fulfill. So as a result, children will switch foster homes. And when they switch foster homes, they switch foster parents, they switch schools, their siblings will change, their therapists and doctors may change just based on geography. And so we have youth who are living in a constant state of flux, and adults are walking in and out of their lives. And the key thing that a CASA volunteer advocate can do is be consistent and keep showing up and be compassionate.
This case I have today is a young man. He's only 10, and he's been in foster care for 2 years now, and he's been in 10 different homes, which has been really trying for him and trying for everyone involved.
The idea of having a CASA means that I have some extra ears and eyes on the case. A CASA is an individual who will watch out and advocate for the best interests of the child.
Basically what that means is once they get appointed and they go through the training, they go out and meet with that child wherever he or she is, talk to that child, get to know the child, and then work their way out from the child. Talk to their resource or foster parents, talk to their biological family members, and then there's schools, there's doctors, teachers, and they gather all that information and present it in a written report to the judge and the attorneys on the case, and then appear in court to testify on behalf of the child's best interest.
I think that the parents understand that the CASA is independent. It's not a court employee, it's not an agency employee, but they're there strictly for the best interests of the child.
He's my only case. He's my only foster child. Everybody else has other children that they're worried about, but he's the only one that I have, and I make him known to that.
I've interacted with some people who did have CASAs, and they have grown up, aged out of the system, are adults of their own right now, and it's amazing to have them talk and reflect about how meaningful their CASA was to them. And it's also great to see that sometimes these children are at the highest risk, but with the right advocacy and with the right adults in their lives, they can go on to be grown adults and contributing members to society who are happy and flourishing and doing well. And that's really a direct correlation to the work that CASA does.
But I felt like he was in a position where he was literally almost starting to fall through the cracks, and he was quiet, so he wasn't making a lot of noise. So I went and helped make him noise to get him out and get him where he needed to be.
Well, if Miss Karen had not come into my life as a CASA, I probably would not be where I'm at now. Feel like nobody will be able to listen to me, still feel like an outcast.
I think that the individuals who are CASAs are almost angels. They are that steadfast individual who is there to advocate for the best interests of a child.
I grew up with a lot of people helped raise me. You learn a lot from just being around those people, and you see how they give back to the community. I'm hoping the kids that we help can do the same thing.
Each circumstance is different, but either way, I know that the children are going to have a nurturing, loving, caring, safe, and permanent home, and that's always the goal.